Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a long-awaited video. This is one of my most requested videos. You guys want to know how to host a Poshmark party. So first off, what is a Posh party? I'm going to read you directly from the Poshmark website what they say. Posh parties are real-time virtual shopping events where fashion lovers like you meet up in the Poshmark app to shop, share, and sell clothing and accessories. This is a great way to find new poshers, listings, and gain more followers by sharing your own listings. 4 parties every single day. There is a party at, okay, we're gonna go by Pacific time because that's where Poshmark is based out of. So there's a party at, just remember, Pacific time, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock. That's Pacific time. So Eastern time, that's where I am. The parties are at 12, 3, 7, and 10 o'clock at night. Whew, that one's kind of brutal, 10 to midnight. Ooh, doggy. So usually the morning parties, they are brand focused parties. So they can be brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Michael Kors, Tory Burch, Nike, and more. The 12 o'clock parties or the 3 o'clock parties are centered around fashion categories. So like best in handbags, best in jeans, best in jewelry and accessories, etc. The 4 o'clock party or the 7 o'clock party are department parties. So they are like men's, kids, plus size, maternity. And then the 7 o'clock parties, sorry, I'm like, got a lot of hand movements. The 7 o'clock parties or the 10 o'clock parties are around styles or trends such as street style, fashion favorites, total trendsetter, you know, stuff like that. I think last night's was like girly and flirty. How do you host one of these things? The first thing you have to do is you have to go to the Poshmark website and apply to host one of these. I can tell you what the application says. All right, hold on. Okay, so before you actually apply to host, there are some rules, and I'm sorry, I'm referring to my phone. I can't remember all this shit off the top of my head. Okay, so the first thing is you have to be a Poshmark ambassador. What is a Poshmark ambassador? I will have a video talking all about that. Being a Poshmark ambassador, there's certain requirements you have to meet to become a Poshmark ambassador. So that's like the first major thing. Your account has to be in good standing. Follow Poshmark's rules. Don't, you know, try to sell illegal or prohibited items on the app. That's a really easy one. You have to be active. You have to have shared at least 100 new poshers closets. There's a way you can see like who's a new posher. Some of you guys might be like, how do I know who a new posher is? On the Poshmark app, if you go to the little person icon at the top with a little plus sign, you tap on that and then you tap on new people. I'll show you people who just created a Poshmark closet. So you have to share at least 100 of those closets. You have to have 7,500 plus lifetime shares. And then you have to share at least 500 community listings in the past 30 days. Okay, so the application is very simple. It asks for your full name, your username, your email address. It asks, are you a Poshmark ambassador? It asks if your closet activity is 100% compliant. So all those 3, well, there's just three rules. And then it asks you what type of party you want to host. So you can either choose a category, I can't talk today. You can either choose a category party, a department party, or style party. You hit submit and that's it. After that, you wait patiently. You wait very patiently because it could take a while to get back to you because there's a lot of people that apply to host Poshmark parties. So I first applied to host a Poshmark party, I think back in, I think it was May. It was either May or June of last year, and I ended up hosting my first one in September. So May, June, July, August, September. So that was like 4 months, maybe like three or 4 months it took. And then I hosted my second Poshmark party at the beginning of February. Kind of throwing this out there, if you want to host, like if you already host a party, if you want to host another one, you have to wait at least 1 month after hosting your first party to apply to host another party. That's just a little tidbit. So yeah, I hosted one at the beginning of February, and then I didn't apply to host another one. They just contacted me and said, hey, do you want to host another one? And here we are. I'm actually hosting it tomorrow when I'm filming this. I am pre-filming videos. But March 5th is my next party that I'm hosting. So it was like a month between those 2 parties. So again, be patient. I know, you know, it's exciting. You want to do this, but patience, my friend. Okay, so what do you do during a Poshmark party? I'll actually tell you guys the email that they sent me. So if they choose you to host a Poshmark party, they'll send you an email and say, hey, do you want to host this party at this time? You can either say yes or no. I've never said no, so I don't know what happens if you say no. I don't know if they like get back to you and they're like, oh, do you want to host this one instead? I don't know. Okay, and in the email, there's actually a link to a video. I don't think I can link the video because it's unlisted. I think they only want like Poshmark ambassadors to see this video. So if you get the email, there's a link to a video that has like instructions, but there's also instructions in the email. So when you host a Poshmark party, you have to share at least 50 listings. They want 50 to 100 listings. You can share up to 100 listings. If you share more than 100, then it won't share those listings to the actual party. Like it won't count them as host picks. That's what a host pick is. When you share something to a party, it automatically gets chosen as a host pick. Of those 50 to 100 listings, only 5 to 10 of them can be from your own closet. I mean, that makes it fair, right? Like in reality, everyone would be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna show everything from my closet. But you know, they try to make it fair, obviously. So that's why only 5 to 10 of those can be from your own closet. They want you to share 10 to 25 listings from new closets. So again, you wanna go to those new poshers and share 10 to 25 listings from their closets. Only share items that are available for purchase. That's kind of common sense. You know, some people have listings in their closet that are like not for sale. And I don't know why people do that. That could be a whole other video. Like that's just kind of annoying when people do that. If they're like, oh, not for sale, like this is sold, I sold this on another app. Like, okay, cool, why? It says do not share counterfeit items. You know, do not share listings from closets that participate in online transactions or offline transactions or communications. So those are just like, you know, common sense. Don't share items that are prohibited, basically. For makeup related parties, share makeup that is only new with tags. I'm surprised they have that in there because that's the only type of makeup you're allowed to sell on Poshmark. Makeup that's new. You can't sell used makeup. So obviously they know people sell used makeup, and I think that Poshmark is just so big, it's really hard for them to like patrol that. I think maybe that's why they have it like that. And then it just says have fun and do a little shopping for yourself while you're at it. It's really simple, guys. It really is. To make things easier, I like to choose my host picks ahead of time. I don't like to do it during the party because during the party, you're gonna get a lot of new followers. You're gonna get a lot of people commenting on your closet, asking for you to check out their closet to choose one of their listings as host picks. And you're gonna get a lot of likes. Like you're just gonna get a lot of activity to your closet. So, to make things easier, I like to choose my host picks ahead of time. So I'm hosting a party tomorrow night and I've chosen like half of my listings or half of my host picks so far. And what I do is I just like them. That can kind of get annoying because I've liked, like I said, I think like, I like to share 100 listings. Like I like to share as many as I can. So I have about 50 listings right now in my likes that I'm going to share, and a lot of people have sent me offers on those items, which is just, it's kind of annoying. I mean, obviously they're just doing the Poshmark game, but I kind of want to comment back and be like, no, I don't want to buy this. I've chosen your item as a host pick, and I do that sometimes. But yeah, that's just kind of a little thing. Like, it's inevitable. If like you do this ahead of time, people are gonna think, oh, you want to buy it, and when in actuality you're like, no, I just want it as a host pick, I don't want to buy it. So yeah, I like to have my host picks chosen ahead of time. That way during the party I can just go through, like go to my likes and share those items. It's all in one place. So the parties last for 2 hours. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. That's important to know. Parties last for 2 hours. So I like to you know, spread my shares across those 2 hours. If it's a frickin' 10 to midnight party, like my second party I think was 10 to midnight, and I shared all of mine by like 11 o'clock, and I was just like, I gotta go to bed, I can't do this. And you don't have to be active, like you don't have to be 100% active during the whole party. They don't expect that. Like that's kind of crazy. So you know, during the party I shared the listings, so if people send me a comment, I'll comment back to them. If they follow me, I'll follow them back. It's very much just a social thing, like it really is. As far as like sales go, I think my first party I did the best. I had like it was either 6 or 8 sales my first party. My second party I had I think it was only 2 or 3 sales. So I mean, honestly, I don't think you're guaranteed to get a lot of sales. I mean, if you want to know the truth, I think Poshmark parties are just very social. I don't think you should go into hosting a Poshmark party. What's that noise? Oh, somebody's here. UPS is here. I don't think you should go into a Poshmark party with the high hopes that you're going to make a shit ton of sales, because that's, at least that hasn't been my experience. And like I said, I've hosted 2. I can report back after my third one. Don't go into it with the high hopes of like making a shit ton of sales. You will get a lot of followers. You will get a lot of activity in your closet. Again, from my experience, I've gotten a lot of followers and just a lot of activity in the closet, like comments, likes, shares, a lot of activity, just not so much sales. The one thing I like to do when I am chosen as a host for a party, I like to make a listing in my closet. So this is my current listing. Check out those gorgeous pictures of Jimmy Garoppolo. Ooh, boy. So yeah, I like to make a listing in my closet and just tell people, hey, I'm hosting, you know, this party. If you want to be considered as a host pick, comment down here. And this is where you'll get a lot of comments. Like this is just, you'll get a lot of activity on this post if you do this. So when I choose someone's item as a host pick, I like to comment on that item and say, hey, congrats, I chose this as a host pick, just so they know. They will also get an email from Poshmark saying like, hey, Keepin It Rad, that's my Poshmark name, Keepin It Rad chose this item as a host pick. And then they'll also get a lot of comments on that listing and from other people saying, hey, congrats on your host pick. So yeah, so that's just something else I like to do. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. If I remember anything else, I will put it in the description box. But I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it was helpful. It's super easy, I think, to host the Poshmark party. If you're prepared, like I said, just have your host picks ready ahead of time and it'll make life so much easier. That's like my biggest advice. That's it for this video. Again, if I remember anything else, I'll put it in the description box. I'm also going to make a video on how to host a Posh and Sip. So I've hosted a couple of Posh and Sips before. I'm going to tell you guys how I do it, like what I do, how I create my little like goodie bags that I have. So look for that video coming soon if you're interested in doing that. That's like a real in-life party, in-life. What am I trying to say? An in-life, no, what? An in real life party. Woo, Vanessa. You know, where you like meet people face to face. All right, I'm gonna go. My brain is obviously fried. I will link my Poshmark closet down below if you guys wanna check out what I got for sale. If you're new to Poshmark and you wanna sign up, you can use my code KeepinItRad and you'll get a $10 credit. I also get a $10 credit, so thank you. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.